As the leader of Russia, the role of the president comes with significant risks, especially for Vladimir Putin. Remarkably, he has reportedly survived at least 43 assassination attempts. Even with extensive security measures in place, numerous individuals have made efforts on his life, making his safety a top priority for his security team. Surviving an assassination attempt has sadly become a biannual occurrence for Vladimir Putin. He has a highly efficient security team, and they have gained much experience dealing with real-life threats. Thankfully, none of these attempts came close to harming him. However, some of the attempts were very well planned. The Russian mafia targeted Putin as soon as he became president in 1999. This was a response to his tough stance against organized crime. Fortunately, a complex car bombing plan was stopped, and those responsible were arrested and punished. In the same year, in 2000 and 2002, there were multiple incidents where individuals planned to bring harm to Russian President Vladimir Putin. In one instance, during his visit to Uzbekistan, a plot to harm him was thwarted, leading to the arrest of the individuals involved. Similarly, during a visit to Chechnya, a bomb was detonated near his convoy, resulting in injuries to some of his guards. In 2002, there were two separate attempts to harm Putin, one involving a poisoned jam at a hotel in Yalta, and another during a parade on Moscow's Red Square. Fortunately, all of these attempts were discovered and prevented, largely thanks to the diligent efforts of security forces. In 2002, the Russian president survived two assassination attempts. An Iraqi man with connections to Chechen rebel forces in Azerbaijan planned the first attempt. The man was caught by the Azerbaijan police and sentenced to 10 years in prison. Later that year, another man tried to kill the president with a bomb. The president's security team, the FSO, found out about the plan and changed the president's route, preventing the attack. In 2003, there was another attempt to harm Putin, this time in the UK. The British police stopped two men who were planning to kill him while he was visiting London. It turns out that the Russian Secret Service found out about the plot and told the British authorities. A year after that, the Russian security services found out about another plot to poison Putin's food while he was visiting another country. They didn't say where this happened, but it seems like Putin is hard to hurt, or the people testing his food are doing a great job. Throughout the years, there have been several attempts to assassinate Putin. In 2012, it was big news when Ukrainian authorities caught a group of people who were planning to kill Putin while he was visiting their country. The details of how they would do it weren't made public. Still, shortly after that, a significant political protest called the Maidan started. Some people think there might be a connection. From a distance, it might seem like Vladimir Putin always has good luck on his side, but it's not just luck that has kept him safe from assassination attempts. The FSO, the Federal Protective Service, and other dedicated teams carefully manage his security. Regarding security, these teams are among the best in the world. The Federal Protective Service, FSO, is a powerful agency with roots in the KGB, the famous Soviet intelligence agency. It was established after the Soviet Union dissolved. It took on the critical roles of protecting high-ranking government officials, securing essential government buildings, and keeping classified information safe. Over time, the FSO has grown and oversees various other government agencies. This means that the FSO has a significant amount of control over how the Russian government's money is spent. The Federal Protective Service, FSO, holds much power and is known for effectively managing its finances to achieve its goals. Viktor Zolotov leads the FSO and is a controversial figure. Unlike many of Vladimir Putin's close friends, Zolotov is not a billionaire and has only around $40 million. His assets are almost non-existent in the Western world, which turned out to be fortunate for him when he got sanctioned in 2019 for serious human rights violations. The FSO keeps its budget and spending confidential. Still, it's believed to have a substantial annual budget of several billion rubles and a large workforce of around 50,000 personnel. The FSO is a powerful organization responsible for various duties, including protecting Putin. Still, it's not the only entity focused on his safety. Putin is acutely aware that threats to his safety often originate from within his inner circle. For this reason, he has employed a multifaceted approach to his security. In addition to the Federal Protective Service, FSO, which serves as one layer of his security apparatus, he has bolstered his defenses with the National Guard, an independent and formidable force. Recognizing the need for a reliable and loyal military force, President Putin established a unit of over 340,000 troops reporting directly to him. This private army, which comes with an annual price tag of approximately 200 billion rubles, equivalent to about 2.7 billion US dollars, is funded by Russian taxpayers. The expenditure is considered a crucial investment to safeguard against any potential threat of a military coup. The President's Security Service is a powerful and intimidating force responsible for keeping the president safe. They don't just stand around looking tough, they are also trained to step in front of any danger and protect the president, even in a crowd. Their main job is to ensure no one messes with the president or tries to cause harm. This is serious business. Everyone, even tough guys like Evgeny Prigozhin, knows better than to try anything against them. The SBP, also known as the Presidential Security Service, is a unique agency within the FSO that protects the president. It has 4 special units and around 2,500 extra staff responsible for keeping the Russian president safe and secure. President Putin goes to great lengths to protect himself and maintain stability in the country. It's no surprise that all 43 attempts to assassinate him have failed. His bodyguards are the most visible part of his multi-layered defense system. However, most protection happens behind the scenes, and threats are often dealt with before the bodyguards get involved. If the bodyguards do need to take action, it means around 2,500 people have already failed in their attempts to harm the president. Carefully selected and extensively trained, these highly skilled operatives aim to be the best personal protection team in the world. Unlike similar teams in the US who focus on stopping attackers, this team has a more severe mission. They can eliminate anyone they see as a threat. Former police officers are not typically part of this team, as their training to catch criminals might make them less willing to use deadly force. Instead, the team uses expert psychologists who can spot potential threats by studying a person's facial expressions. The SBP members responsible for protecting President Putin must be robust and able to handle harsh conditions. They're not supposed to show any signs of weakness, like shaking or sweating, because President Putin doesn't like it. These bodyguards, known as the Musketeers, must be between 19 and 35 years old, 5.7 to 6.2 feet tall, and have a visibly strong and fit body, weighing between 165 and 200 pounds. They must also speak at least 5 foreign languages fluently and understand politics well to be selected as one of Putin's trusted guards. Standing alongside the president, the Musketeers carry sleek black leather briefcases. These may look like regular briefcases, but are super strong and can protect against bullets. The Musketeers are not just about defense, they are highly trained in combat and carry special guns that can pierce armor. They also have umbrellas made of solid material that can shield against bullets and be used as regular umbrellas. Apart from the Musketeers, other groups work behind the scenes to keep everyone safe. The second group includes secret guards who blend in with the public. They're skilled at noticing any signs of trouble by looking at people's faces, walking, and posture. Although we have yet to learn much about their fighting skills, they mainly focus on gathering information and working with other groups to stop potential threats. The third group involves highly trained snipers who are placed in strategic spots, such as on top of buildings and inside apartments, to watch over everything. Even though we don't know how many snipers there are, some are purposely put in places where people can see them to scare off anyone thinking about doing something harmful. These sharpshooters are calm and watch closely for any signs of danger. To ensure the president stays safe, a special team keeps the area around Putin secure when he's out of the Kremlin. They carefully plan the best routes to take and avoid places where there might be trouble. When Putin travels to other countries, this team works with local police to deal with potential dangers. They also make sure the places where Putin stays are safe by checking for bombs and spying devices. The team also chooses the people who will go with Putin when he visits other countries to ensure he's always safe. In addition, there are food testers who check and taste all the food that Putin eats to ensure it's safe and has no poison. Keeping Putin safe is costly. His visits can cost millions of dollars, even if he's only away for a night or two. However, the measures to keep him safe in Russia are even stricter. His car is just one small part of how serious Putin's security is when traveling. When the president travels within Russia, the Special Protection Group, SBP, takes extensive measures to ensure his safety. Putin's motorcade is a crucial part of these security measures. It's not your average convoy, it looks like a full-blown military parade. The president's limousine is always accompanied by at least 6 armored vans, carrying highly trained special operations units armed with various weapons. The security detail is no joke, including AK-47S, sniper rifles, anti-tank grenade launchers, portable anti-aircraft missile systems, and probably a couple of ICBMs just for good measure. The most attention-grabbing part is the presidential limo. It's an imposing Russian-made car called the Aurus Senat, and it protects Russia's most critical person. In 2017, when Putin wanted to rely less on products from Western countries, he decided to make a memorable limo similar to his old Mercedes-Benz S600 Guard Pullman. To ensure it met all the specific requirements, the special-purpose garage had Aurus invest over $200 million to create this unique limousine. This car is super fortified and can handle all kinds of attacks, like bullets, sniper shots, landmines, and even missiles. It's like a moving command center with really advanced communication systems. Even when the windows are closed, some cameras give the people inside a full view of everything outside. There's also a secret door in the back for emergencies. It's like something you'd see in a James Bond movie, but when compared to the car used by the US president, it's just a fancy sedan. To see for yourself, check out my video about the president's car next.